Alright guys, what's good? It's your boy BrandoAKAMiracle showing off our Lightsworn Horus list for you guys today. This deck is absolutely bonkers. I love it so much. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay. Starting off, we're going to use that Charge of the Light Brigade. It does eat our negate, but we're going to play through it. Primera is going to come out getting our stand-up Centurion. We're going to use the Solar Recharge now because I don't want to burn too much cards here. Not too fast. We're going to use stand-up Centurion, pitching the Lightsworn to get Emeth. I later on switch Emeth for Gargoyle. I don't know, I just love Gargoyle more than Emeth. Sorry, not sorry. We're going to get the Ox into the situation. Honestly, I should have went for the Legacia here. We did not have any more cards left other than that stand-up. So technically it was not the right play. We're going to get both of our Horus guys, and we're going to use our two Horus guys. We only played the two Happy and the Anesti to go into the Zombie Vampire. It's not for a point of interaction. Instead, it's for a point of further comboing. We're going to use Wolf and Anesti to go into an IP Masquerena here. IP is nasty with the SP Little Knight plays on my opponent's turn. So on board, we have a 12 Synchro during my opponent's turn, as well as an IP into an SP combo after that. Just wanted to show off a quick, easy, full combo board. A very minimum full combo board, but still full combo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Alright, going first, opening up the Solar Recharge. We did open up the stand-up, which isn't the best, but our mills were crazy there. We just got into our Judgment Dragon. We're going to pitch it for the Anesti. Hey, an extra card is never too bad, especially when you draw off the Anesti and Ash Blossom, which means more interaction. We're going to pitch that Trudia to get the... we're going to pitch the trap to get our Trudia into the combo, as well as normal summon the Primera with the Emeth that we searched off the Trudea to get Legacia. Now, Legacia here, I know I'm mispronouncing, I don't care. Legacia here is a further combo piece in itself. Pitching that second copy of stand-up to get Happy, we're going to be able to further go off even more, using that Zombie Vampire again. Now, Zombie Vampire is here, we're going to mill, and the mills were good. We're going to get the Dragon to send the Felice, and we're going to go into a rank, a Synchro level 8, Minerva. Minerva is a custom card for this deck, being able to mill two targets of your choice, as well as banishing will get you pretty much set up for the Punishment Dragon if you are playing it. I prefer Punishment over Judgment. I was playing Judgment in the very beginning, but I learned my lesson. We're getting a crazy amount of mills, honestly. We're getting so many mills, I should have cleared my board beforehand, but it's fine. Gonna get that IP Masquerena all set to go, and we're gonna set one, use the Legacia to get the Primera into the back row, and this is a really good board. If we had that trap, it would just finish it off a little bit more. Looks like we are playing the mirror match here, and we're gonna Ash my opponent's first Lightsworn card. We get our mills, but my goal is to not let them have theirs. Next up, we're going to start going into our Synchro plays with our stand-up Centurion to go into the 12. Either Red Supernova or always going to first be Crimson Dragon though. But it's either going to be Red Supernova or the Cosmic Blazar. And the one we're going to choose for this one is the Cosmic Blazar Dragon. This card is an Omni Negate and it's renewable. It's very nice. My opponent searches for the dragon and gets his 3 mills off the spell. I'm going to use the Minerva and the Zombie Vampire to go into an Appaloosa with 3 negates. My opponent reveals that we're not using Maxi right now because we honestly do not have the cards for it. We went through almost 75% of our deck through that combo. He's going to start comboing off using the Whis and the Dragon to go into the small Xyz Minerva. We're going to negate that summon. This is going to trigger Minerva's effect, but either way it was going to get triggered. But we do have the Called by set. Leaving us with still 2 more negates, him having 2 more cards in hand, eating his normal. He's running out of gas. He chooses to surrender there. The gas was no more. All right, my opponent's going first. We have one piece of interaction. My opponent is on Duel. Normal summoning the Dark Beckoning Beast, that's a pretty good full combo. The only thing wrong with this is that you need at least one Duel card to get started with that opening. I feel like imperming here now makes it harder for him to get out the rage. Honestly, could have also saved the imperm for my turn, but you never know. Looks like he has no more pieces of interaction other than the Dark Beckoning Beast in the grave. He had to pitch the other opening. So Unchained Soul of Rage is going to be his final end board. Now, thinking about it, I should have saved the imperm for this turn. Anesti, a really good top deck, didn't need it, but my opponent reveals the Max Seed. We are going to use Anesti to draw King Sark and get Solar Recharge. I'm going to use Stand Up Centurion to get Primera, and I'm also going to use that to draw 2. Now, King Sark, we are going to give my opponent 1 mil here. Using the Happy as our normal and the Anesti, we are giving my opponent 2 pieces of interaction. Meaning, he's going to get an SP off of this. Honestly, that is the right choice of action for me. Using Anesti to destroy it by battle and leaving him with just the Soul of Rage in my main phase 2. Honestly, it could have been worse. I could have let him get a lot more gas. Looks like still no crazy opening for the no crazy Duel card to get started for him. We're gonna use Prima plus the Anesti on board to get rid of that Link 2, and we're gonna use Legacia to do that, which will also give us a card. Now I'm trying to manage my resources where I come out on top on this resource heavy combo. He's going to get the Dark Beckoning Beast to hand. That isn't going to affect me, but he's going to normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast. We're going to get Primera to that back row, and looks like he really has nothing. Gonna use Primera to special summon itself to get something, baiting out that Imperm. That's fine. Our Imperm is in the zone, but I don't expect Imperm 2 monsters with 0 attack. Putting Trudea in the back row to get Emeth, and Emeth gonna special summon itself to get out. Honestly, the pick would be Crimson Dragon here. Hopefully I did that. I did do that. Crimson Dragon comes out, targeting Legacia to go into a Cosmic Blazar Dragon. Making that lethal on board. My opponent also has Nib in hand. We're going to use that Cosmic Blazar to negate the Nib and give my opponent one more turn with 1 card in hand. Destroying one of the Dark Beckoning Beasts since they do have 0 attack. We're going to end our turn there by putting the Primera in the back. Realizing the resource loop we have in the momentum, he is going to choose to surrender there. Alright, my opponent's going first. An interesting hand, 1 piece of interaction. My opponent is on Runic. I see the first piece of interaction almost immediately. I'm gonna not let him get that Runic spell. If you want to use your Runic spells, that's fine, but you're not going to get a resource loop going on with them. My opponent sets 3 and passes. Now, looks like we're going to have a battle ahead of us. My hand is stacked to the gills. Solar Recharge starting off. We're going to pitch 1. We're also going to get some really good mills there, getting the Judgment Dragon, as well as using that Judgment Dragon in hand to send the Whis to get the Felice. Now, Felice in this, the Dragon are going to go into Minerva. Minerva, like I said, a custom card. I enjoy this card heavily. We're going to mill 2 Felice to get another tuner, and then we're going to use Charge to mill even more to get out a second Whis. Now we're going to mill the Trap. Now this is cool interaction. Using the mill on the Trap to get the Trap to set face down. Using our 2 level 4s, we're going to go into the Xyz Minerva. Man, these Minerva cards, like, why are they so broken? No, not too crazy mills, but we're going to use our 2 cards to get out a Lida. Lida, we're going to target that Gamma to go into an SP. Sorry guys, that is my cat in the background. Chose not to record or shut the door this time, and looks like I'm getting punished for it. Now my opponent uses the Gozen match. We're going to get rid of Hugin as well as get rid of his monster. Now this is where I was kind of hoping that my monster would be outed. And you will see very soon why is that. That's right, we're going to activate the Judgment Dragon's ability to nuke my opponent's board, getting rid of that Hugin and his back row. We still have the Anesti and the stand-up in hand. That is all we needed. Drawing that wolf as pitch material. That Judgment Dragon finishes the game very smoothly, not getting stopped by the floodgates. Alright guys, going first, this is a feature game from today's stream. Really wanted to show off how we did in today's stream with this deck. Honestly, this was a really cool interaction for LIGHTSWORN, really taking down a big, strong meta contender in Mathmic. Mathmic will always be one of the best rogue decks, and I really got to show that with this one. Now, this is where I kind of pivoted some of those options I was talking about earlier, like the E-Myth, getting rid of that for the Gargoyle, as well as getting rid of the Punishment Dragon for getting rid of the Judgment Dragon for the punishment. Sorry, forgot what I was talking about right there. Legacia drawing for turn. That's the charge. Now we have full combo. Not crazy mills, but with Wolf in hand, Weiss gets a guaranteed mill, and we still mill on top of that Dragonling to get us one of our dragons. Getting the Punishment Dragon to hand and using Wolf to get itself summoned for free to go into the Minerva. Now Minerva's crazy here. We're going to use it to mill 2 cards guaranteed, Felice and Weiss. We haven't used either of their effects, so we get a 2-for-1 special going on. There's Weiss and there is Felice, or I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to use the Dragonling to mill the trap to get guaranteed interaction in that trap. Next up, we're going to use the Xyz Minerva to see if we can get any more guaranteed mill. We don't hit anything, but we hit 2 pieces of interaction. We do hit the Medora and the Keldo. We're next going to go into IP Masquerena here and use the effect of Minerva to banish to set us up for our Punisher Dragon. Now honestly, this board doesn't look like a lot, but you will see it's just the right amount of interaction to stop my opponent. Now the smart play with the DD Crow would instead be to take out one of our shufflers. He did not do that, but it's fine. It wouldn't get to that point anyway. LIGHTSWORN Aegis is going to use its effect here to stop that snatch steal. It was a 1-for-1, and I feel like it was a really easy strategy pick. Now IP, Circular's full combo. This is a perfect way to use IP to pivot into an SP Little Knight, banishing the Circular, leaving him with 1 monster on field. That 1 monster is going to be Sigma, but we don't know what that other card. No normal summon would be used yet, but Sigma with Equation is a terrible combo due to Medora being able to steal that. So we use Medora to stop the Sigma, and we're still left with a Punishment Dragon and SP Little Knight. Didn't have to use that shuffle, still had it in the bank ready to go. Didn't draw anything crazy, so we're going to just hit him for that 4,600 damage and see if our opponent can think of anything for the next turn. Doesn't draw anything, sets a monster. We can see what it is now because this is post after the game. We top deck the Anesti, draw that, get the King Sark, as well as draw into a Felice. We're going to use King Sark to get Anesti, just to guarantee the lethal here. Using Happy to get rid of the multiplication. Using Punishment and Anesti to finish off the game. Really good match, and honestly, with just 2 more limited interruption piece, that Mathmech combo could have went absolutely crazy. Shout out to the viewer that I faced with this deck. I believe this was the 2nd time of the match and I won both, but still nonetheless, really good show. Good deck. Alright, going first, our opponent is Fade, another Yugi tuber in the community. He does a lot of videos on Sky Striker and Raid Raptors. really trying to learn a new deck. It looks like he was pivoting onto Sky Striker Runic. A game for both of us using two different decks that we've not really used before, but nonetheless going to be a great match. I opened absolutely god tier during this match. Every single mill came true, and I really wanted to show it off for you guys. And Nesty, happy. We're using them to go into the Zombie Vampire. That is the whole reason why we play the King Sark line, is for the Zombie Vampire. We do not play it for interruption like most engines we do. We do mill the Trudea, and we do mill both of the other wolves. That's right. Whole board is swarmed with all three copies of Wolf. We, like I said, got super lucky with these mills. We're going to use Lightsworn Beast to get out Minerva, and I'm going to choose to use Trudea first to get out Primera. Primera, going to use it to get the stand-up Centurion. We're going to use stand-up Centurion, and we're now going to use Minerva to pitch for 3. We do hit the Felice, and that will let us go into the level 8 Synchro in Minerva. Minerva is going to use its effect to mill two cards I believe we haven't used their effects for yet, so we're still off to a really good start here. There we summoning the Dragonling and Felice summoning itself. Dragonling we still haven't used anything, so I'm going to get that trap, get another piece of interaction there. Next up, we're going to use the Prima to go into Legacia. Legacia, we're going to draw a card off of it to get more interaction. Maxi is huge. Honestly, Maxi would be something I'm worth cutting in the deck, possibly, but I do like the choke point that Maxi does give, if not going first. Now, we're all set up here. We have a lot of interactions. We have options for Appaloozas. We have options for SP Little Knight. So, nothing is the wrong option here. Using Change of Heart as our trap negate, we're going to see him go even further. Now, we drew a lot. So, Ash Blossom is there. He does open up the cross out. His hand is full of spells. But I'm going to pivot into an IP SP. I was thinking, well, I don't remember what I was thinking, actually. I think I was thinking about Appaloosa in that sense. Really didn't want to give him any spell negates. But we're going to see him use 3 out of 5 of his opening hand to out 2 of my big stoppers there. We're going to see Sky Striker Ray, and that is going to make me want to trigger my Centurions to get out the Crimson Dragon. Now, I don't want to let him take out all my interaction, so getting Cosmic Blazar as soon as I can is a priority. There it is, Cosmic Blazar. We're going to negate the summon of Ray. Do not want to give him access to summoning any of his Sky Strikers, and getting rid of Ray if he somehow finds a way to get back to them. Now, he doesn't want to give me back that IP Masquereno, which is completely understandable, so he's going to use that. And we're also going to see him get rid of our using that quick play spell to get rid of our Legacia. Now, one thing I do recommend there is that we could have did things a little bit differently, but we're going to see our opponent negate our called by getting rid of Legacia just to show what he had. But this is game. We didn't even need to use the other extenders in hand. We still had a Punishment Dragon, still had Solar Recharge. We still had so much gas, but we didn't have to end up using it. But we'll be right back to show you guys this deck profile. Alright guys, so this is the deck profile. This is really trying to rely on the Lightsworn Synchros as the key base for our operations. This deck is huge. I really enjoyed playing it. As I was learning these combos, it was more and more enjoyable. Only thing is the extra space is pretty tight, so you do have to choose what engines or what cards you do want to play to get yourselves going. Cards that feel like custom cards to me, Minerva. This card was an SR, but this card is a complete full combo if you can get it summoned. You can keep going, it's just gas to a flame. Next up, Dragonling. If you can just get one Lightsworn milled, this is a free special summoning using Charge or Solar Recharge even to get a card in the grave, so you're good to go. Man, absolutely crazy plays. Being able to stack your deck with a Wolf or even a Felice to then continue comboing off. It's crazy. All of these cards felt really great to me. It's crazy. I love the Centurion engine, but for this to work the right way, I only need to play it at maximum 5 cards. I'm playing 2 of the stand-up because if you do mill a stand-up, I do want to have access to it still. The same way I'm playing 2 Zark just in case, hey, before I get the Anesti to hand, I still want to mill to try to get the King Zark. This trap is also a custom card. Target face-up cards. You can stop imperms, evenly matches. It really helps out with the matchups. We have 2 huge millers in Minervas. Minerva Synchro, Minerva XCs. Honestly, it was insane. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions down below, I'll try to answer them. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.